because tonight is the honorees. This night you get a chance to hear their story. So this is something we've been doing now. This is actually our 11th event. But to get this up and going, there's going to be a few changes in the program. So I'm going to call one of our chaplains up to start us off with our invocation. Move on.
Don't stand for older people. Young people can stand.
Yeah, they stand up now, right?
I do respect my old. You know, Al-Shabazz, Malcolm X once wrote, he said that the black man could never be respected until he learned how to honor and respect the black woman. Greater compassionate God, we stand before you giving you honor. We give honor to our ancestors who have strived and struggled to get us to this point in history. We ask you, Almighty God, to bless this gathering, to bless the Grand Council of Guardians, honoring our motherhood. We ask you, Almighty God, to honor and lift up these recipients of this award. We ask you to continue to give them strength as they strive to lead us to a better place. We ask you, Almighty God, to reward all of those who have come here today, that you continue to reward those for the struggles in all of these agencies, because the struggle is not complete. We ask this in your divine name. Amen.
Again, everyone, welcome. I'm Charles Billis. I'm chairperson of the Grand Council of Guardians. I want to welcome all of y'all for, being part of our annual event. It started about 12 years ago when we actually started trying to recognize and give back in a way to our members, which we felt was needed to draw attention to. Talking about the strides and the movement and the idea of the effort of going through where they got to, where they're doing today. So it's a chance, we get a chance to share these stories and also honor these fine women on this great Women's History Month Day. And we hope this event turns out to be well. And again, we welcome all of y'all for being here and taking your time out today and being part of this. And on that note, I'm gonna invite up our host, who openly invited us up here to be part of this, and we just had the opportunity to bring about to come up here to Mount Vernon. So I'm going to bring up Councilman Andre Wallace.
I just want to say it's a pleasure to be having this hosted here in Mount Vernon. This is the first time we're actually doing this event in Westchester. And I thought that the best place in Westchester to do it would be here in Mount Vernon. One thing I remember going out to make this pitch, and hopefully, with my fingers crossed that they would agree to come here. And they did, so I'm very thankful for that. I'm not going to speak much because we have a lot of stuff to go with the program, but I do want to say one thing. Yesterday, on my way back to Mount Vernon from the Bronx, I was in a hit-and-run accident. Somebody rear-ended me and then got out and took off. I did go to the police station. I did get some help from Councilman, and he came from the Bronx with this situation. But one thing I just want to express, that I went to the 49th precinct and I met a young lady there that was very impressive. I thought she was a police officer, a full police officer, the way she handled herself. And I was so shocked because I kept looking and I looked up and I noticed on her arm she had a cadet badge. And we did talk about this before, about bringing this cadet program here to Mount Vernon and throughout Westchester. And I invited her here today, and she's standing in the back. And I just want everybody to acknowledge her because she's amazing. So in New York City, they're doing amazing things with their police department. So I got a chance and an opportunity to start to talk about this program, and I also shared it with the mayor. Hopefully we can increase our police in Mount Vernon and try to bring this program here and get a lot of our youth into these programs that help go into college and other things, which is a major program in putting them into public safety, which I think is just amazing. So New York, we are going to rob you, take the idea and run with it. So it won't look the same because we know we're going to shine it up and then make it turn out to be just as great as you guys are doing down there. But with that, we'll move on with the program, and I thank everybody for coming out. And it's a pleasure to have them all here. Extraordinary. When I say, let me say it again, extraordinary women up here. You're going to be able to hear all these stories and hear from them themselves. So, thank you so much.
Getting back to the program, there are a few changes. The individual who was going to sing our African national anthem couldn't make it, so I felt because of the heat and stuff, we're going to slip past that. We're going to move right into the program. And those who look forward to the singing, please forgive me. But I know a few people here don't want to deal with the tune, singing that tune anyway. You know, and the idea of singing, not singing the song, but the idea of expressing the song themselves. So we're going to get right into the program. I'm going to start off, I'm going to do a quick introduction of the different presidents that makes up the Grand Council, and then I'll invite some of our guests up to speak. Now, the individuals these are individuals of different chapters that represent the different parts of the Grand Council. And we are, how do you say, throughout probably New York State. Now, I'm only going to read this as those who are here today, but it's about 24 different fraternal organizations or guardian organizations throughout New York State. We reach from the ends of Long Island up to Albany and parts of Buffalo. So, now on that note, I'm just going to get right into the program. I'm going to acknowledge the first individual, if he's here, he can raise his hand. It's Vincent Capers, who's president of the New York City Correction Guardians. We have Gwendolyn Fuller, she's president of the New York State Court Guardians. We have Jarvis Jenkins, who's president of the New York State Parole Guardians. We have Beth McKenzie, who's president of the Nassau County Police Guardians. All right, we have somewhat of a split duel here with Linda Reynolds and also James Davis of the New York City Sheriff Guardians. And we have Ed Megan, who's president of the NTA Police Guardians. Not, we have Hakeem Gerard, who's vice president of the MTA Police Guardians, who will fill in. We have Cornell Gibson, who's New York City Probation Guardian. Cornell. We have Reverend Marshall Lee Watson of the New York State Correction Guardians. We have Brooks Jones, newly appointed president of the Westchester Correction Association. And we have Vera Flood, who's president of the Nassau County Sheriff Guardians. Vera? Just by the mention of the names alone, it shows you how the rise of women who are moving up and jumping into those driver's seats and running these groups and running the organizations. So that's the reason why it was so important to get into this program, the idea of trying to acknowledge the fine women who are working among our organizations and also doing the fine work in our communities. And on that note, I'm going to invite up the council president, Roberta Apsu. Sorry, I apologize for the name.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Isn't this a beautiful, beautiful night to have so many people here in our house, the City Council chambers, and on behalf of my colleagues, I see Yana Edwards is here, and Councilman Wallace, Councilman Wallace, thank you so much for getting this together and hosting this. And to all of you beautiful women and beautiful men that are sitting out there, and to our honorees, I am so looking forward to hearing all the wonderful work that you do. But I do believe that Women's History Month really shouldn't be Women's History Month. It should be Women's History every day. Because every day, women make history. They give birth to babies. We're the only ones that can do that. And we raise these babies, hopefully to be good citizens, so that they can continue to raising babies. And it's again, what a pleasure to be here this evening, to host as Andre is doing, and to give out wonderful citations and to hear the stories of these prominent women. Thank you so very much. Enjoy the evening.
I also want to acknowledge Yusuf Ham, who's president of the NYPD Guardians. He couldn't make it today, but we do have the first vice president, Felicia Richardson's here. We also have a good friend of mine from Westchester Rockland Guardians, Paul Hood. And I'm going to invite our good mayor of Mount Vernon, Mayor Thomas.
Good evening.
Good evening.
And thank you to Councilman Andre Wallace for extending the invitation to Guardians to come to Mount Vernon. We happily receive you and hope that you make this event home for you as well, just the same way as Nina Simone did when she sang about a revolution in '69. And she said, I quote, "It's not as simple as talking jive. The daily struggle just to stay alive. Singing about a revolution because we're talking about a change. It's more than just an evolution. Well, you know, you gotta clean your brain. The only way that we can stand in fact is when you get your foot off our back." These women up here have accomplished and defeated some tremendous odds. I read their bios, and I learned a lot about the things that you have had to go through to make sure that you got feet and other weights off of your back. And I want to congratulate each and every one of you for being leaders in your own right. And I want to congratulate you for continuing to break barriers, especially the glass ceiling in your own industry. So congratulations on behalf of the city of Mount Vernon and the Guardians. Please keep guarding our families, our friends, because we know our cities, our communities, and our relatives all need it as we continue to struggle forward. Thank you, everybody. God bless.
I want to acknowledge a few people as we go along. I'll try to acknowledge as many as I can as we get through the program. But I'm just going to start calling the honorees up. Again, I think this evening is about them, about hearing their story and how they got to where they're at now, and the strides and struggles we all go through on a daily basis, that of being recognized, particularly as being female. And whether anyone realizes or not, those who don't work in law enforcement, the women will tell you how it's a struggle working in law enforcement, especially to be recognized and being treated fairly. So I'm going to acknowledge just one person here, our good councilman from the Bronx, right next door neighbor. We got Councilman Andy King. I have Clarence Fisher, who's Vice President for N.Y.C. And I'm going to call up our first honoree, which is Sergeant Wanda L. Gizzo Miller. Right?
Good afternoon.
Okay, bear with me, I'm a little shy.
Right. Right.
I just, want to thank Reverend Marshall Johnson and the Guardians for this award. I don't really accept it. When she told me about it, I got a little nervous. This is my first award, and I said to her, I have to speak. She said, just follow your heart. My bio is here, and like it says, I'm with New York State Department of Corrections, 27 years now, about to retire. I have 4 children, 2 of them graduated from college, 1 is in college now, and the last one, he's 16, about to be a senior in high school. My husband, Andre Milliner, who was a sergeant with New York State Corrections, he passed away in 2008. That was a struggle, but I knew I had to continue and go on for my children. That's what Andre saw in me, a strong woman. And at times when I thought I was about to give up, I remember why he fell in love. So I continue my struggle. I continue, I'm here with my children, my grandchildren, and I try to instill in them, positivity, respect, knowledge. I have 3 boys. Anyone who has boys know it can be hard. How to treat women and just, how to be positive, citizens. I pray every day. These streets are, hard. And I work in a correctional facility. I listen to the inmates. I hear their struggles. A lot of them, they committed crime, yes, but there's a lot of them who came into the world messed up, without parents. And we're there to listen to them, and just try to show them the right, let them know that there's other roads in life. So I'm not going to say much because I'm a little nervous. But again, I would like to thank Reverend Marshall, and I humbly accept this.
All right.
I just want to briefly say that I have no problem with this being a man's world. I'm just glad I'm a woman. And I'm glad that I had the opportunity to work with Wanda. And I can see how humble she is. She mentioned nothing about the hard work and struggle she does as a union rep and what it means to be inside those walls and what it means to fight for you. She fights for you like it's her child. All she did was mention her children, her community, and her home, because that's where her heart and where her focus is. So I am privileged that I had the opportunity to invite, through God's grace, one of his very many children, as they all sit along this podium and made every different type of contribution to this world, that we can continue to move on. Amen?
Amen.
I want to acknowledge Mount Vernon Judge Armstrong. Since I just mentioned about judges, I want to invite Whit Fuller,
Hey.
President of the Court of Arms.